Okay guys, so I'm going to take you through the specialists in Black Ops 3, the ones at least that they've given us in the beta, and the ones that obviously are going to go through towards the main game. Now this is probably one of the most exciting things about this Call of Duty, and possibly Call of Duty for a long time, that they have introduced this specialist. Now I guess it's got a bit of a steal from Destiny, but it makes it very cool to play because you're working towards something and you get something a little special. There's not just a score streak and it's not just a level up. It's an extra dimension excuse me, that adds a whole new level to playing Call of Duty. So we're going to take you through them. I haven't unlocked them all, as you can see. I'm only level 25, and you can get up to level 40 in the beta, but time is running out and I think I'm going to run out I'm going to run out of voice more than I run out of time to be able to do it. I've only got another few hours left. And I'm not likely to be able to unlock the very last ones, which is a real shame, but I can take you through them and tell you a little bit about each of them. Now the first one you get to pick, the first four when you first started the beta, you could pick at random. It was up to you. And I didn't pick this one, but it's called Ruin. And you've got two things with each specialist. You've got a weapon and an ability. Now the weapon for Ruin is these gravity spikes. You can see there's spikes that create an explosive shockwave when slammed into the ground, and it really does. It destroys enemies in close range. Absolutely brilliant for domination if you're taking on a group of people who are taking over a domination point. Really useful, but it looks so cool to execute and is a lot of fun to use. The alternative mode for this, because you can't have both, the alternative mode is the ability side, and that's called Overdrive. Now it says it's a cybernetic leg upgrade. Yep, well, it basically means you get a burst of speed for a limited amount of time. In fact, all of these specialists are executable for a limited amount of time. Now it's pretty useful to have, I guess, if you're a sprinter, or maybe you're a guy who likes to run around with a knife. It's going to really help you out. And the guy looks like Ragnar Lothbrok, so what more could you want? Alright, next up is Outrider. Now, this is the one I actually picked when I first started the game, and your weapon is called the Sparrow. Now, it's a compound bow. That means a bow with two sort of bends in it, that fires bolts and increasing range the longer it is drawn. So when you hold down your L2 button on the PS4 or the LT, is it, or LB? On the Xbox One, that will allow you to aim, but then you need to use your right hand trigger to pull back. Now if you fire as soon as you've pretty much hit that trigger, it's going to drop and plop right in front of you. Pretty useless, but if you hold it down for an amount of time, it will increase the range. You can get some sharp point shots on people, and there's an explosion as well, and some of the explosion deaths in this game are awesome. There are limbs and guts flying everywhere. It's brilliant. Now the alternative mode, which is the ability, here is the Vision Pulse. Now it says pulse the surrounding area to reveal all enemies within range, and yet what it does, a very quick burst. It's quite a wide range. I mean, it will highlight, making everybody look orange, glowing orange, through walls, whatever, and you can see enemies in fairly nearby, but it's, as I said, it's quite a wide range. It's pretty useful. And I guess I used it quite a lot. I mean, I preferred it to the bow and arrow. I mean, some of the weapons they're very cool, but you get tired of them, and sometimes the ability is actually way more useful. This one is pretty cool as well. I actually found it very useful. Okay, on to the next one, called the Prophet. Okay, this let me just switch over to the weapon there. The weapon is called the Tempest. And yeah, it's a charge shot weapon. It's basically, as soon as you charge it up, it will fire. So you've got to aim, and then as soon as you hold down the trigger, there'll be a short delay between it warming up and firing. You don't have to release the trigger or anything, but it's very brutal in taking people down. Again, it's another nice way to kill people, if there's such a thing, in the game, because it just looks good. You can see them standing there shocked and shaking away while they're taken down, fall to their knees. And another nice thing is if you manage to get it onto somebody while they're near a buddy, and you will chain to them as well. Now I actually walked into a guy who was being shocked, and yeah, I can vouch for the fact it will take you out as well. The ability here is called Glitch. Now it's a flashback to a previous position while keeping all other conditions intact. So basically what that means, whatever situation or state you were in at the time, it will allow you to just jump back in time a few seconds to where you were. I think it's about 5 or 6 seconds ago. I tried it and I was mortally disappointed. I guess if you've got hit once and you're quick, you can get out of trouble and know where the enemy is. So perhaps that's the usefulness of it. I personally didn't find it particularly good, but it's I guess it's tactical. Maybe I didn't find the right use for it, but it's cool anyway. I mean, these are all great. All right, next up, number 4 is the battery specialist. Okay, so I don't know why it's showing I haven't unlocked these, because I did try them both. There's a grenade launcher that fires bouncing grenades, and these are like little red grenades that fire off, and they are pretty useful. They're like frag grenades, and they'll time explode, or if they hit an enemy, they'll explode. It's kind of cool, and you get loads of shots. I think it's like 5 or 6, maybe even more shots in the grenade launcher, and you've got a certain amount of time to just get them out. It's pretty cool, I have to say. Very nice to use. And the ability that she has is the kinetic armor. Now, me and a couple of people I know have tried this, and it's reactive armor. It deflects enemy bullets away from the body, but you still get popped in the head if you take a headshot. It's kind of useful. It did seem to deflect a little bit of the attack when I was taking people on, and I used it a few times. I have to say it was well worth using. It's great, but I guess it's not one of the most useful things you could have. I guess if you're taking somebody on 1-to-1, you're just going to aim for the head, use that. But it's another bit of shielding, I suppose, and it's kind of useful to have. Right, next up, Seraph. This is the last one I actually unlocked because it was released, I think it was about level 22. The weapon is called the Annihilator. Now, this is a bit like the golden gun from Destiny. It's a high caliber pistol, and it fires these penetrating rounds. Devastating, so they claim. It's slow fire, slow reload, but the damage is high enough. So it's kind of cool to have around, and it's a nice little novelty. I haven't tried it out, but I've been killed by it a few times, and I've seen plenty of videos where it's been used, and it looks kind of nice. The ability for her, Seraph, is the combat focus. Now, I found myself using this a hell of a lot. Very useful. What it will do is add like a multiplier towards anything you get, any points you get, any scores, anything. Whether you shoot down a UAV, or you take a domination point, or you obviously make a kill, it will add a little bonus multiplier towards your score streak specifically, so you can earn your score streaks a little quicker. And you couple that with the perk, which will add a bonus to your score streak when you even respawn. This, used in combination with that, could mean you are just popping those care packages out of the air at will, if you're good at the game. So yeah, I'd recommend that one. I have found it to probably be the most useful and the most reliable one to use. Next up, we've got the Nomad. Now, I've been up against a few of these guys, but as you can see, sadly I haven't unlocked it, so all I can do is talk about it. But the weapon is called the HIV. It's called the Hive. These are these little, they look like giant metal wheels, tires. They release deadly swarm of nano drones when they're triggered. It's pretty cool because the enemies weren't expecting it. Oh no, sorry, this isn't the tires. These are these trap pods. You drop them on the ground. Ah yes, sorry, I've made a mistake there. These are these little, they look like little mines. You walk past them and suddenly it looks like you've been attacked by a swarm of bees. Very cool, and yeah, it makes for another nice death. The ability is called Rejack. Now, this has become a little controversial. What you can do is recover from your death. Yeah, really. If you inject yourself with some kind of serum, and you kind of temporarily, I think, go sort of blurry, invisible. I haven't used it, but that's what I heard, and it basically means you can recover from death. I'm amazed that they've let you do it, and I think you recover at the point that you died. It's amazing. Now, I suppose if you know somebody's about to do it, just stay there and keep shooting them. And there's been a bit of complaints about it. Maybe people saying it's a bit unfair, but I suppose if you're the one with it and if you think it's unfair, use it yourself. Next up is the Reaper. This one unlocks at level 34, as you see. Now the weapon they've got is called a scythe. It's basically, the Reaper looks like a bit of a robot, a very cool looking robot, and your arm basically transforms into a minigun. High damage and high accuracy. Looks very cool, and a lot of people are using it. It's very, very nice. Very annoying when you're on the wrong end of it, but it's going to be one of the most used, I think. And the ability is called Psychosis. Basically, when I first played up against this and I saw these guys coming out, I was, what the hell is that? And I was playing online with a few mates and they were, what, did you see that? Yeah, saw that. There's like, you can spawn 3 clones of yourself. You and the 3 clones suddenly turn into this like electric blue color, and your enemies are just completely dumbfounded. What the hell is that? And you can, as the guy taking these things on, you can shoot them all down, but only one of them is the real guy. And obviously that is a great distraction and allows you to take out guys a little bit quicker. It's a great ability. Not sure how much I'll use it, but I can't wait to try. But it looks like I'm going to have to wait to the full version of the game to get a go at that one. As this one, the Spectre, it's like a ninja. Okay, from what I've seen, the dude looks like a robot ninja. Very, very cool. The weapon you get is called a Ripper, and you deploy these twin scythe blade things, which are great for running around and cutting people up. So it's a pretty much a stabbing and slicing and chopping weapon. Pretty cool. And the ability you have is an active camo, active camo it's called. And basically it's saying that these meta materials are rapidly moving through your body and guiding these light photons over surfaces instead of reflecting them. So you're basically invisible temporarily. You just can't be seen for the time period that it's allowed. Now all of these specialists are applicable to you at any time, and once you've unlocked them, you can in between games just change to one to the other and unlock the alternate, whether you want the weapon or the ability. So it's not something you have to pick and stick with throughout the whole game. Now I've had an enormous amount of fun trying them out, and I absolutely love them. And what the nice thing is, I have to say, is they've made these hard-coded to be female or male, and so kind of, if you like the ability, who cares what you look like? And nobody seems to care about that, which is nice and cool. I know there's some people who are a bit funny about playing as a girl if they're a guy, or a guy if they're a girl, but who cares? It's the abilities and the weapons you're after, and I think it's a great addition and a great angle on the game. Nicely done, guys. Okay, and this last one here, classified, who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. Your theories would be great to hear in the comments down below in this video. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and it's shown you a little bit more about the beta. I'm sorry I couldn't show you pictures of the other ones, but these are all great looking specialists, and they are so much fun. Thank you, Call of Duty, for introducing something very cool in this version of the game. I'll be back soon with more from the beta, and take care, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you're new. That would be awesome. Thank you very much, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Take care, guys, and good night.